All right, so I'm here with Mama G. Mama G, how old are you?
55.
Are you originally from Arizona?
Yes, I am.
What part of AZ?
Well, I was raised in Avondale, but I really love 59th Avenue, McDowell. That area feels more like home to me.
What's your current situation right now? Are you homeless?
Yes, I'm homeless still. Yeah. I'm with my son in the streets.
How long have you been out here for, in the streets?
Well, my memory's not that good anymore due to a car accident. I got TBI, so I don't know how to gauge like time. I'm gonna say 4 years, I think. It's been a while. We've been out here. It's been hard on us. My husband died out here with us. It was my husband, me, my son Robert, my daughter Stephanie. Stephanie went her way, and it's just me and Robert now. My husband died here last year in November of an overdose. After I was taking care of him, I told him he was going to die because I felt he was going to die. I knew he was going to die. I kept seeing it. And he didn't listen to me, and he overdosed and went vegetable before he got to the hospital. And they put him on the machines for a while, and then they pulled the plug on him without notifying me. So I don't even know where he went. I still don't know what they did with his body. I haven't been able to take care of that. That's okay. I've dealt with it. But it's just me and my son, you know. I can't live without my son. I can't do anything without. I make sure my son's okay. My daughter too. She's very strong. She's very tough. She chose her own path, and I want us to get together and do this as a family. If we're gonna be homeless, be together. But I can't get her to stay with us. She's got her own ways, you know. I gotta respect that. But as far as she's doing, Stephanie is she's doing better. She went into a program. Is it okay if I say the program? She went to a program called CBI. I'm so proud of her for that, because Robert and I are on our way to join a program as well. We've got a couple options, but we're having some trouble getting there. We try every day. So far, for the last 2 weeks, we've been failing miserably, but we still keep trying every day. There's always something in our way. We don't have bus money, or one of the places can't take us both, or he's busy somewhere and it gets late on us and we separate. It just doesn't seem to work. So tonight we're going to try something different. We're going to go spend the night over there in that area where the shelter's at, so that we can be the first ones to, to go into the doors in the morning. That way we don't have to worry about getting there. I'm also trying to get Social Security office and get them to help me again, because I used to be on payments and I stopped getting them. My daughter stopped filling out the paperwork for me for no reason. I don't understand it. So I have no income right now because of that. But it's really hurting us bad because I have the income. It's just that she doesn't want to submit one form to Social Security so I can get my payments back, and it's taking her so long. I asked her, why is this happening to me? Why can't you do this for us? And we're in the street because of this. She won't give me an answer. Yeah. So, with no income, it's extremely hard for us. I don't know what to do. I've never been in a situation like this before, where you depend on your friends and family, but it's only just me and Robert. I have nobody else. I have no other family that's actively involved with us. It's just me and him. And we depend on each other. And
before you became homeless, what kind of work were you doing? Did you have a job?
I was a CNA for a while. I had a job. I was a CNA for a while. And then I met my husband. I got involved with him, and he asked me to stop working because I was just gone too many hours. I was doing double shifts and everything. I was happy though. I was working, I had a car, I had a Cadillac, and I had everything going for me. I was doing really good, very independent. I was raising my children myself without a father, and then I get involved with him, and he slowly started taking everything away from me. He tried to break me. Honestly, he tried to break my spirit. He was actually bad for us. He really did some damages to our family. And I can't tell him anything about it anymore because he's passed away.
Yeah.
He died here on McDowell, on 59th Avenue. He passed away. Sad thing is, he OD'd in front of a lot of people, and nobody went to help him.
Did he OD off of the blues?
He did. He was very greedy with his drugs. He would steal blues from anybody, everybody, and he would go hide somewhere, which is bad, and go do drugs by himself, which is dangerous. I always say, if you're gonna do blues, man, have a spotter. Don't do blues by yourself. You don't know how they're gonna affect you. I told him that. Don't be doing drugs by yourself. You're too old. He was 64, I think he was 64. And I told him he was skin and bones. He was literally skin and bones. And I said, your body can't take this anymore. You're a diabetic. And he was, he had high blood pressure. And he would OD often. He was lucky that people were there to save his life the first 4 times. But after this one, he didn't make it. And I warned him, but he didn't care. He wanted more and more drugs. He was really, really hooked on them, which is sad. Because I don't know anyone that's as hooked on booze as my husband was. And I don't want to see that ever in anybody. Because it's like you don't care about nothing. Absolutely nothing. And he showed me that he didn't care about me or my kids. He cared about himself, man.
Are you messing with any substances?
Yeah, I am. But it's like this. I don't want to use drugs. They don't seem to even get me high. I don't know why I do them, because I can't cope being out here in this heat, in this frustrating environment without something to aid me, because I have a lot of pain in my body from the car accidents I was in. I took Oxy for 20 years with the doctor's prescription, and I stopped taking Oxy. And I needed something. I didn't know what to take. I didn't know drugs. I didn't know about painkillers and stuff. I didn't know I was going to get addicted to them. I did not know that. No one warned me that if I didn't take my pain pills, I was going to go into withdrawal. So a friend of mine introduced me to the blues, and it helped. Took my withdrawals away and took my pain away. And I thought, well, this is easy to get. I don't need a prescription. I'll try these for a while. And little did I know that the withdrawals from booze was more severe than anything else. Maybe heroin, but I've never done heroin, but they're pretty vicious. However, I kicked once in jail, and I could do it again. 4 days it took me. And it was pretty easy. I know I could do it again, and I want to do it again. I want my life back. I want to go home. I want to be hired.
So I interviewed Stephanie about a year ago. You told me that she went to treatment?
I just found out through Lee, the gentleman you just interviewed, bless him for that he saw her at CBI, and that's the best news in the world, because I've been praying for her. Last time I saw her, she was saying some really weird, crazy stuff. I thought I lost my daughter. It wasn't her. She wasn't even walking the same anymore.
She was losing her mind already?
Saying that, like, she was targeted, and that people were following her and telling her which direction to go, and she would literally listen to them, and she'd say, I can't go that way, I have to turn this way, and she'd go down an alleyway, and she'd say, you can't come with me. And I said, no, Stephanie, don't listen to that. And she was very adamant that if she didn't go, they would kill her. And what's so scary is that, I said, what do they want with you? She said that they want her to get, I can't say, I know I can't say, because she might, it's serious, very serious to her, but she said that they want her to basically get abducted by bleep traffickers so they can bust those people. But she's got to be caught, and she's got to be filmed being abducted. I'm like, no, that's not true. That's a lie. The drugs are some demonic thing. it's affected my daughter's mentality, and that's not my daughter. She's very smart, very strong, very intuitive. I'm very intuitive. In fact, me and her could find each other with our gifts. I have the gift of discernment, so I discern the spirits. I discern a lot of things in people about their past, their future, their present. I get that from the Lord Jesus Christ. It's not a psychic thing. It's not a witchcraft or anything. It's all a gift from God. And she has the same gifts. But this that's happening to her is a tormenting lie. It's controlling her life. It's making her walk for miles and miles and miles. I don't know how she got to CBI, or how she reasoned with herself, or who convinced her to go. But if someone helped her get there, I think that person from the bottom of my heart, because it is very difficult to talk to Stephanie and to get her to listen to you, and to get her to do something like go to CBI is incredibly difficult. She is like, no. She does whatever she wants, and it's scary because she does some very dangerous things. She's outran the bird, the helicopter, during high-speed chases, and nobody gets away from the helicopter, the bird, And she can outrun that thing. And she's done some crazy stuff out here in the streets, and I worry about her so much. I pray for her every day. My son, too, he takes care of me. I can't be left alone because I have memory issues. I forget where I'm at. I don't know who people are, friends are, faces are. I won't recognize you next time, maybe. I gotta stay awake so that I know what happened the day before, if it's important to me, so I stay awake a lot. Because I don't want to go to, not know where I'm at, where's this wall go to, where am I, who put me here, is my husband coming back, and it's awful. I waste a lot of time trying to remember stuff and searching through my things for anything. I don't know where nothing's at. I don't know what I have. It's awful. It's something I wish I didn't have. And they call it TBI. And if you might recognize the movie 51st Dates. I tell people it's the condition that the girl has on 51st Dates. I forget people's names too, by the way. I'm so sorry. What is her name, the actress from 51st Dates? Oh God, I forgot her name. But anyway, she forgets everything if she goes to sleep. And when she wakes up and sees like somebody strange in her room, she freaks out. She screams. Well, that happens to me too. I can freak out pretty bad. Often I don't. I just try real hard to figure out who this person is. And they lie. They exploit my condition a lot. People cheat me out of a lot of things because of my memory. And they use me because of that, and they get away with it. I can't remember, I can't prove that they're telling the truth or not. So most of it is money. They say I owe them $20, I owe them $10, and they get money off me. But I realize something. I don't borrow money from nobody, so I start telling them, nope, they can't be true. So I think I kind of nipped it in the bud. The lady has just kind of been leaving me alone. But my son, I want to thank my son, Robert. He's 26 years old. He's a good kid. He's a sweetheart, and he helps me so much. If it wasn't for him, I'd be dead at least twice now. I mean, I almost died twice, and he saved my life. And I want him to have his own life. I don't want him to take care of me anymore. I don't want him to be worried about me. So I'm trying to get into rehab so I can better myself, so that I can be stronger, so that he can go off and start living his life, And if I can get my money from Social Security now, I want to bless him for his good deeds and for everything he's done with the vehicle, and help him give him a little step up, and let him know I'm proud of him. He's been a good kid, and he wants to get off drugs too. We both do. We're sick and tired of the streets. People are not nice. There's a lot of rapes. There's a lot of thieving. They steal from me every day. Can't have nothing. They'll steal it. If they don't steal it, they'll convince you to sell it to them for very, very little, which they call lowballing. Something that costs $50, they'll convince you to sell it for $2. And if you need the money real bad, you will. And I have. I've sold things that are very nice and elegant for as low as $2 just to buy a pill. And I don't regret it because I don't really want anything if it's off the streets anymore. Once I get into my house and I get my shit together, excuse my language, I'm not taking nothing with me because it's going to have negative energy on it. You know, it's going to have reminders of the time that we spent in the streets. I do want one thing. I want to videotape my son and I living in the streets for my memory. It's getting worse, and I want to see this. I want to learn. I want to remember how not to fall back into this. Because when you're homeless, like we've been homeless for like 4 or 5 years, when you get a house, you still live like you're in the streets. We got an apartment once already. We live like inside the house, but like we're in the streets still. We ate off the floor, like we sat on the floor to eat. We ate snacks instead of food. We didn't cook on the stove. We didn't even take a shower, hardly. We ran to Circle K every day and bought snacks like we do now. And there was a lot missing. Like home was not really our home. It was just like a temporary place, like a transition back to the streets. And you were headed back to the streets when I saw us living that way. And people need help. There needs to be somebody out there, a program out there that teaches you that like inmates that get institutionalized, well, homeless people get the same kind of thing. It's like institutionalized. We get stuck living like we're homeless for a long time. It's horrible.
All right, well, thank you for sharing your story. I really do appreciate it. Are you okay with me using this on my YouTube channel?
Yeah, of course.
And just in case some of my subscribers want to reach out to you with any sort of help or donations, do you have any contact information that you want to share? Email or anything like that?
I don't remember my email. Can I think about it?
Yeah.
And then give it to you so you can maybe post it.
Yeah, that's fine.
I could do that. Yeah.
All right. Thank you for sharing your story.
You're welcome, son.
I appreciate it.
Thanks.